So welcome everybody. I'm Adam, head analyst at BrokerChooser. And what we do at BrokerChooser, so we cover brokers globally. So we are an online broker comparison site, and we have 100 plus brokers on our website, and we translate the contents to more than 60 languages, and basically we follow our deep and unbiased methodology, which consists of more than 600 data points. And one of the brokers which we also cover is XTB. And it's a pleasure to be here with Joshua Raymond, Managing Director of XTB UK. And today I'm going to ask Josh about the service of XTB UK, and especially the investment services like ISA, investment platform, and yeah, it will be an interesting discussion. So thank you, Josh, for being here. And my first question would be just, can you please tell a little bit about the history of XTB? So how it started?
So we started 20 years ago, primarily as a CFD broker. We started off in Poland. This is where the company was founded, and then we expanded quite quickly across Europe. In the last 10 years or so, we've expanded outside of Europe, so in South America, in MENA as well. And really, we were listed on the stock exchange around, I think, 2016 on Warsaw Stock Exchange. But really, it's been the last 4 or 5 years where I would say our product diversity and our client diversity has really grown exponentially, really. And that's because we've transitioned firmly from a short-term trader type broker, where we're focused primarily on CFDs, to a multi-asset investment platform offering different types of investment solutions. Doesn't matter whether you're looking for long buy and hold, or long-term buy and hold, or lower risk saving smartly with like investment plans. So the idea is now XTB is firmly a brand where if you want to invest, doesn't matter what your horizon is, there's a home for you. And that's why we've kind of grown so exponentially over the last few years, because we managed to come up with a pretty creative and compelling brand proposition, and the reaction from clients seems to be pretty strong.
What was the reason behind this shift? So yeah, I mean, this XTB is a broker with a very long history and traditional CFD broker. So it was like the customer wanted it, or you want to target another like customer group, so the investor segment? So
probably 3 aspects. The demand from the customers is absolutely there. Especially because I think it's important to kind of, I wouldn't say it's just fortuitous timing, but yeah, COVID happened, and we launched our stock offering, not in the UK, but in Europe. We actually launched it just before COVID happened. So maybe it's just fortuitous timing, but basically the offering was there with a very compelling price point as well, because it was 0% commission, which is what we still offer on stocks and ETFs. And obviously COVID happened, and a lot of people were looking to invest in the market. So the demand from the clients was absolutely there in terms of like expanding our product offering. The demand internally was there as well from the executive team. It was absolutely something that we've been working on for a number of years to try and diversify the amount of products that we get, because obviously not everyone is about CFDs. CFDs is high risk, short-term trading, right? Not everyone is a trader. More people are investors, right? So we need to provide solutions for them as well. So it'd be externally clients, internally in terms of where the executive wanted to move our products out. And then obviously the third aspect is, are we capable of developing those sort of products? Yeah, we're a fintech. You know, we've got around 1,200 people globally. More than half of that is all in our developers and technology. So it gives you a good idea that we are very much a fintech, and we're able to deliver what both the executive and clients demand.
And just reflecting on the growth as well. So last year you onboarded close to 500,000 customers. And if you just look at the UK customers or European customers, what do you see in the preferences there? So let's say the CFD segment and compared to the investment segment.
Because now most of our branches offer the same products. Because the UK, in fact, we only started offering stocks and ETFs 2 years ago, whilst most of our other European branches had offered it for about 4 or 5 years. So now we're kind of catching up. So the clientele is fairly similar. I would honestly say, interestingly enough, because now we offer the same products, probably 90% of the clients are exactly the same, doesn't matter which country they're in. And then that 10% different will be like the local aspect, because obviously people in the UK tend to want to invest more in pounds, first of all, because obviously that's the national currency, but also in UK assets. So a lot of the ETFs, for example, will be in sterling or UK stocks like Lloyd's or Barclays, for example. And it would be the same, it doesn't matter if you're in Spain, France, Poland. You know, there's that 10% of clients that tend to invest in the local stocks, but 90% pretty much is very, very similar, I would say.
Regarding this local aspect, so one of the most important product development in the last couple of months was the introduction of the ISA, this individual savings account in the UK. So this is a tax advantage account for UK tax residents. Why now? So why was now the right moment to introduce this service?
We're a huge company, right? So we have like 1.2, 1.3 million clients worldwide, lots of different countries, lots of different licenses, regulations. So I think we would love to do a lot more. It's just never going to happen as quickly as you would want it, because there's a product backlog. There's lots of different things that we have to develop. So, you know, for sure, we had to offer stocks and ETFs and fractions before we can offer ISAs. So it's like, which comes first? And the reason for offering ISAs is obvious, right? So there's the tax advantages. It's the most popular investment product in the UK. So around 4 million clients subscribe to an ISA, a stocks and shares ISA account every year. There's more than £40 billion worth of assets under management. So that's a huge pie that we weren't able to take a piece of, but now we can. And absolutely, since we're offering stocks and ETFs, our clients have demanded an ISA. So this also comes pretty much from our clients as well.
And so this is a major market, so many brokers offering, especially the incumbent brokers. So if I would be a UK customer at one of these traditional brokers, why would I choose XTB over their XTB's ISA service over their ISA service?
First and foremost, it's a flexible stocks and shares ISA. So there are two different types of stocks and shares ISAs, flexible or standard. The benefit of a flexible stocks and shares ISA is that actually your allowance is 20,000, but even if you withdraw funds in that tax year, you can still put it back in, and you can't do that with standard. So it gives you that kind of flexibility. We offer fractional shares within our ISA accounts, which not many providers can do. HMRC changed the rules on that in the last year or so, so that also is a big advantage. So if you're investing in stocks that have quite high values like Alphabet or Meta or Tesla or Nvidia, these are some of the most popular stocks out there. It can take quite a lot of money to invest in those, but by offering a fractional side as well, it gives you that sort of flexibility. And then the last thing I would say is that our ISA is generally zero cost, because we don't charge custody fees. It's 0% commission on stocks and ETFs, up to 100,000 per month. And obviously stocks and shares ISAs, you can only invest up to 20,000 per year. So if you just open with us, open a stocks and shares ISA, it's going to be a zero cost for you. And then on top of that, you get interest rates. So our current interest rate is 4.75%. We tend to track the Bank of England rate. They've just cut, so actually it's going to move to 4.5% next week. But again, all of these benefits for me, I think we've got one of the most compelling ISA products on the market.
And what do you see as an improvement area in your current ISA offering, like the product selection or anything else?
The first thing is transfers. So obviously we allow clients to transfer out, but we don't allow clients to transfer their ISAs to us at the moment. And we've honestly, I think the amount of requests we get every week from clients being able to offer, because obviously they see our offering is quite compelling. So we're working on that. We're hoping to launch that later this quarter, maybe at the end of this month, maybe beginning of next month. So once we have that, that's a big checkbox for us and also for our clients. So I'd say probably the weakest part of our ISA offering is the fact that we don't allow transfers in, but that will change very soon.
Regarding the investment segment, there is also another interesting service, this investment plan service. It was launched also recently, and for example, in Spain, if I know correctly, that there was a promotion campaign collaborated with BlackRock, one of the biggest asset manager companies globally. So can you please tell a little bit about the investment plan product?
Investment plans is our proprietary product. There's very strong demand on our investment plans, and the idea here is that we call it a smart save product, because the idea is that you can create your own basket of ETFs. The system or our platform will be able to create that basket for you based on what you select. You can then weight it accordingly. You can put 50% in A, 20% in B, and so on and so forth. So the asset is allocated based on your risk and what you want at the very beginning, and then you can invest passively because you can create auto investment features to invest regularly over a set period of times you want, whether it's every week, every month, every day. You can do it so that your funds get automatically sent from your bank into the investment plans and then goes into the portfolio based on the asset allocation that you've created. So really you can create that kind of savings plan and leave and forget about it for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months or whatever, or you can rebalance how you want. So it's a really awesome saving smart type product, and clients love it, and we're really happy about it and proud about how we make it, because the alternative is like you have like these robo advisories and these funds that you pick off the shelf, and you don't really get a chance to edit what's in that basket or create it how you want, and that's completely separate and different for what we have.
You have a vision to be like a one-in-all investment app, and how do you see, like, what are the next steps you have to launch to achieve this goal?
Well, we can't rest on our laurels, right? You know, this is, I think there are 3 things that we need to continue to do to really own that space. Number 1 is continuing to evolve, both in terms of our products and our user experience. A third one is price point is incredibly important, and then the third aspect is brand. And what you're seeing with XTB at the moment, if you go in London, if you go around the tubes, you're going to see XTB where your money works, because we're really working on building up our brand, because we can create awesome products, but if clients aren't aware of it, then we're not really going to acquire what we want to do and make the difference that we're looking to do in this market.
And yeah, you have also now a new brand ambassador, Zlatan Ibrahimović. So this is a trend to introduce like athletes, famous athletes. Is there any other targets maybe for the next campaign, or?
Well, Zlatan's joined us for a few years, I think. So yeah, I mean, we're really happy with Zlatan. You know, we always work with some really amazing ambassadors who are actually really passionate about the products that we create. So Jose Mourinho previously, we've got Zlatan now. Yeah, who knows what the future may hold.
Okay. Yeah, it was a really interesting discussion, and thank you very much, Josh, for sharing the insights about the service of XTB in the UK and globally, and what are your plans. And yeah, we wish the best luck for the developments. And if you would like to also read more about XTB, just feel free to visit BrokerChooser, and you can read our analysis and our contents, how we see the service there. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.